No. I'm not naked. The motorcycle's naked. Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, we're here today with well, what I feel is a pretty cool motorcycle. 1994 Honda CB1000, and for me it's cool because, well, this is the same exact year and model motorcycle that, well, my first motorcycle is. I'd seen one at a friend's house and kind of fell in love with the overall look of the bike. Thought it was cool. 1000cc engine, water cooled, twin cam, 16 valve, all the cool stuff. 5-speed gearbox. The CB1000 was only available in the US for 2 years, 1994 and 1995. 94 they were all black, and 95 they were all red, not blue. Previous owner, somewhere along the way, they painted it blue because I guess they like blue. I think it looks pretty good. No harm, no foul, right? Makes about 100 horsepower, a little under. It is derived from the CBR 1000, or it's not quite as frisky as what the CBR was. It was made to rev out a lot higher. This was more of a mid-range torquey engine, so you know, it's not a big end screamer. I think it's good for around 130, 135 miles an hour, which I may or may not have tested that a time or two on my old one. So when I first bought the bike, it had a little bit of sititis where it ran good enough to ride it, but it didn't run correctly. Had a little stumble, was a little gilchy and stuff, so I knew the carburetors probably needed to be gone through. The fork seals were also leaking. Oh, full disclosure, this is all filmed after I've already done all the work on the bike, so yeah, it's complete and ready to go now. But yeah, the fork seals were leaking. Went ahead and replaced those. You'll see that in the video. Went to the carburetors and then also replaced the tires. And all in all, now it's a very good to go bike. And yeah, I'm a bit partial. All right, so let's continue with the video. Not bore you with a long intro, and we'll see you when you're all done. Bye. What do you think, Eli? You like it?
Oh no.
Watch that screwdriver. Let's see, how does this thing here work? I owned one of these like 20 years ago. Forgot how everything worked. So what I want to do is get the tank off. Reason I'm pulling this off is I'm going to go through the carburetors. Oh, you want to go night-night? I like. This is a ginormous tank.
That's a huge tank. Do you need help?
Probably. Okay, so there we are. Fuel tank removed. Whew. A little more work than I anticipated. You can see my list over here. 94 Honda CB1000. Biggin. Bugs. Love bugs in here. It's awesome. Yes. Well, look at that. Would you look at this? You got to see this. This is one of those interesting things I did not know about a 94 Honda CB1000. The tank, it's got a kickstand. Now don't that just kick ass?
Oh!
Yep, there's a spot right there.
Just for kicking a tank up.
Kicking the tank up. You can add coolant here if need be. I think it'd still be a bit of a trick. Now some people are gonna laugh when I say this, but do y'all remember the original Acura NSX? Yes, that's a bit of a stretch for me to compare the two. But the thing is, the NSX was a car that was built in a way nobody was really doing it at the time, where it did everything really well, but it didn't do any one thing exceptionally. Well, that's kind of what this bike does. It doesn't do any one thing exceptionally well, but it does everything pretty darn good. It's heavy. It is a very heavy bike. And looking at the video, I know you can't really get a sense of it, but it is actually a really big bike. You know, the reach from the seat to the bars. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall, and I feel kind of... Did you drop something, buddy? You okay? Okay. It's a large bike, and it doesn't fit all riders very well. If you're, say, below probably 5'6", 5'7", you're not gonna, put feet down on it very well at all. You might be 1 foot in it, extremely tiptoeing. So vertically challenged riders, and it's really wide too, so that makes it even harder to touch the ground. But you're 5'10" and up, you ain't gonna have any issue with it. Yeah, that's kind of it in a nutshell. So you found it. He found it. Thank you, Eli. You found it? Okay, good. I was looking for that. Where were you 2 days ago when I needed it for this lawnmower tire? Anyway, odd things. I don't know if you can really tell the position of this shifter, and then this. Might need to tighten that up a little bit. The shifter needs to come down to about here. You're right, it's really, really awkward to shift. A couple of days later, so as you can see here, we have something missing. Hopefully I've got y'all pointed the right way, and you can see we have no carburetors. Got those off, and so they are over here. Now, I went ahead, please excuse all the screaming in the background. Kids are playing, and Eli is just loud. Anyway, went ahead and took the first one apart, and believe it or not, this is, well, it's not the way I took it apart, but it really was in terrific shape. It did need to come apart, and the only real issue that was going on, at least with this carburetor, was the old pilot jet here. It was clogged up, and it was not too difficult to get cleared out. Did the old sonic clean with the Fancy Hobo Freight ultrasonic cleaner. Ran a couple cycles, rotted it out with the old torch cleaners, but got it cleared out. But really just kind of going through and clean everything up. But when I bought this bike, I picked it up and I rode it that day like 100 miles, so I knew everything was relatively good. Also, did pull the plugs out. Now, when I purchased it, the previous owner did tell me they had just recently done an oil change and changed the spark plugs. But I did want to go ahead and pull them out and give them a look. Now, the only real issue with them was they were so lightly torqued, they hadn't even crushed the gasket on them. But pulling them out, I already put them back in. They were all just very, very even, uniform, no oil, nothing bad at all. And I was obviously very relieved to see that, because you start seeing ugly things, you go, uh-oh, I got a bomb on my hands and gonna have to do something about it. But fortunately, not the case. Did go ahead and run a compression check across all 4 cylinders. We were I can't remember. Basically, they range between like 143.5 and 156.5, I want to say, or 156. Within 10%, close enough, all good, happy. And that was a cold compression check too, so, you know, they may bump a little bit here and there, but all in all, the status of the engine, it is a very healthy engine. I'm going to go ahead and start popping this back together. Everything's been cleaned up. Again, sorry about Eli in the back and Ivan in the background making all that goofy racket. Oh, here it is. Yes, I got the palm driver out again. Make fun all you want. I love my palm driver. Welcome to my world. Anyway, so the only thing... I don't know if y'all can hear this or not. I'm sorry. For these mixtures... Sure, go right ahead. Whatever it takes. Oh my. The one tool I don't have is the little D-shaped bit or screwdriver or whatever, you know, that goes, fits over this funky little mixture screw here, how you adjust your mixture at idle. But I don't have this little doohickey here, so come next week, go grab one of those from the bike shop. I didn't see any necessity in de-racking the carburetors, separating them all. They're just that good, so don't waste the time. There's not going to be any revelations from that. Well, let's build it together. Why not? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought with what's going on behind me. When you have a young'un in the house, you always got some of this, right? This little Boudreaux's butt paste. Get you a little smidge. If it's gentle enough for your baby's butt, it's gentle enough for a carburetor, right? Real quick, what I'm going to do let's go ahead and just pop the bowl off this one so y'all can see how gloriously awesome these carburetors are. Thank you. Thank you. And, ooh! Nobody saw anything, right? Watch this one be filthy. You ready for this? Oh, look at that. It's just a hint of crud in the bottom of the bowl. It's unbelievable. Good. Pop the pin. Toss. Flute. So say needle. These had to have been apart at some point. They're just too good. But man, I can't tell. Main jet. Spotless. But we'll clean it. Emulsion tube. Pretty clean. So let's see, this I would expect, this is front side of the carburetor. This is carburetor on number 1 cylinder. So the rack sits like yay. And generally, when the motorcycles are sitting on their side stand, even if their fuel's been turned off and all that good stuff, carburetor number 1 is the one that is usually the one that catches the brunt of the ick. That was that one, and it was just as nice as this one. So this is the only one on the other carburetor, Mason, that had any goo in it. I know y'all can't see it. I'll be dipped. It's clean. I don't know if that's going to be the only one that was giving me an issue. Wouldn't it be nice? The bike actually ran really good, but just, it felt a little lazy. Not really sure as to why, but it did. Maybe I just, my memory was a little more optimistic than reality. Like I said, dadgummit, started my motorcycle riding days on one just like it many years ago. Give it a little thump, a whack-a-lay. There it goes. Look at that. Do you know how to do that? Mysterious trick. Biggest speeding ticket ever got in my life was on that bike. Yep. 111 miles an hour in a 55. And fortunately, he clocked me after I had already started to slow down a little bit. I didn't go to jail, unbelievably. Speeding, contest of speed, yeah, kind of, sort of, might have been racing my buddy who had a ZRX 1100, and we were being morons. We were having, ooh, what's that? Ew. Hmm? Goo. Where'd that come from? Looks a bit like chicken. And last but not least, take this. Yes, you see these. I should be wearing them probably. Yeah, anyway, yeah, we were just having a good time on a Saturday night, heading home after watching a band play in a local little, well, it was a church. That's what it was. That's where we were, at church. And we were just in a hurry to get home. That was all it was. That's a lie. Alright. Little gacket. Hold perch. Slip this little fancy choke horn off of there, or air horn, whatever you want to call it. I speak technical terms, y'all. Yeah, it's really pretty clean. Wow. You know, everybody likes to watch on YouTube these videos of somebody struggling through something and having a hard time and having laughs. This is going to be a very boring video because it's going so well. I'll take it. Alright, so chunkle, tossle, gently release so it doesn't all spill out. We'll leave that out. I don't really want to put this in there. I don't see any necessity in it. We'll toss the float in there. These, not necessary, just kind of clean them off. And we're talking rebuild, folks. Put the lid. It's like I've never seen it before. All right, turn the heater on. Should still be hot-ish. Let it rip, tater chip. All right, I think we're rolling. I hope we are. I totally forgot, you know, yeah, there's more to it than just throwing little parts and pieces into an ultrasonic cleaner. You'll need something to this effect to clean out all the goodies in here. And then obviously too, having wee little torchy tools. A friend of mine said, yeah, they sell these as motorcycle jet cleaners. I'm like, you know what, I never thought about that. You know, torch cleaners. You get a whole mess of them for like 20 bucks. Little pipe cleaners. But carb spray and compressed air is your friend. We'll do a little quickie time lapse. I'll blast this off. I've already done a little bit, but give you an example of what it is you do. So as you can see, we've just taken more stuff apart. Tonight, we're attacking fork seals. So we're going to change those out. So we're going to get the forks disassembled and see what kind of trouble we get into. Fred. Yeah. Oh, that's heavy. just about to the old cycle shack. I say ye old a lot, sorry. It's a fun place. Buddy, the service driver will just pull in there first and drop them off. So, got a nice fresh set of the Continentals mounted up, and thanks to one of the good guys up there at the shack, got this here handy dandy adjustment tool. You look down in here, there's not a whole lot of room to get a screwdriver up in to adjust the little mixture screws. Excuse me, mixture screws that are on the bottoms. So this will get in there at this angle, and all you do, I don't know if you can get this thing on here, but rotate, you can do your adjustment right there. And also the little socket thingamajiggy here, I mean, zoom out, probably looked ridiculous. This fits in the bottom of the carburetors. So we'll get back on it here a little bit. Right now, I think the truck said it was 104 as we were coming back. It's kind of warm in here. Gross. Couldn't tell. I've never done forks before, nor has Annie. So it's a learning experience. Just want to make sure we do it right and not damage anything in the process, because yeah, you put any nicks or gars in these tubes and it's a bad day. So always best to have the right tools, but not always have the right tools. So you something my wife taught me a long time ago, it was called improvisational tool usage. You make it work, you make it happen the best way you can without doing damage. I'm good at doing damage even with the right tools. Before we know it, we'll have a running motorcycle again and maybe go for a little ride. All the clamps for the boots. That's boot. Man, I'm doing more bad than good. Alright, that one's on. You got that one over the...
It's not like exactly seated in that lip. I don't understand how you did that.
You just work it. You show it who's boss, mister. I have a little less room to work with tonight. Where does that go?
I don't know.
No.
Where's that go?
I don't know.
Should this go up and through here?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
I think we can fit it through.
Trying to get 35 pounds in a 2-pound sack right there now. That's what I'm talking about. It's just, it's back and forth. I think this just captured right tire. Tell you what.
Tell you what.
What? Well, just show us how it's done, big boy.
Stop that. Oh, no.
Fit on it.
That thing is very tight.
TIT tight?
Very
That's tight.
The pushing forward on the bike?
Huh?
It's moving.
That's fine. It'll fall on you first.
Good point.
That'll be fine.
The way you're pushing it could.
Well, now it's time for a test ride.
And
yeah,
you already did it.
Oh, you know the good news too? Okay. Oh, we
I just moved the bar straight. I just trying to move bar straight. It's okay. Oh, yeah, we gotta get the
fuel line.
Great.
Great. This is the one here.
Oh, we also have to get this on with more cables.
Yeah. No cables.
Yeah, that's what we determined.
Did you just get on there for it? For crying out loud. I don't know.
I think that direction on the tank looks better. It also has a hose, and it also is the same on each
Well,
side.
it went on, that went onto that a lot easier than this. This may go onto the carburetor fitting easier.
Kiwi? I need ba? Who's up, ba?
Orly diva.
She's different.
That's on. Okay.
So they got the tank on. So.
Yes, finally got the tank on. Cardinal rule, that's because I need to hear anything and everything. That's we'll go around the neighborhood without a helmet. Flying around it. All right. Let's give it a go.
Side panels?
Nah, I don't worry about those right now.
Okay.
Hey, yeah!
Nice.
Oh, wait, wait.
Thought it stopped awful well. Well, I'm just going to go up and down the street. So in case I lose back into the petcock and I lose fuel, I don't have to push it.
Is this all that you dreamed it be? Ending up here, ending up with me. You could have gone anywhere, been anyone.
Go grab my hat.
So how does it feel?
It feels really good. It's funny, the tires are incredibly sticky because every little pebble in the street gets picked up and pings off of it.
Not much for taking chances, but taking a chance on me.
So how badly did we mess it up?
It's a different bike.
Is it good?
Different bike altogether. It is so much smoother. It is so much more responsive. Back through, I may need to richen it up a little bit at idle. I've got all the screws out at 1 full turn. They were all set between 1/2 and 3/4 on the mixture screws whenever I took it apart. So, and I pulled them all back to 1, thinking that wasn't enough, but I think I'm going to pull them all back maybe to 1 1/2. That's usually a rule of thumb.
1 1/4 is what I used to do all the
Yeah.
time.
So, but yeah, all in all.
1 1/4. Carb tuning master over here.
Yeah, she's very good at it. But please don't follow the motorcycle. I could not be happier with the way it is. I mean, on the first hit like that. Could y'all hear me?
Yeah. When you can't, where you coming?
Going to Calvary. Okay, good. It's not super loud, but it's loud enough to where at 9,000 RPM. Folks will hear it. Yeah. Well, just a few more things. Got to put the chain guard back on, and that should be easier to turn than that. Oh, that's because I was turning it the wrong way.
Nice.
So anyway, you know, we're not 100% done, but I'm stoked. Super stoked. Hey guys. Thank you again for watching. Really appreciate y'all's support and watching our videos and getting to play with neat toys. That's the best part, is playing with the toys. So what is the future for the big one? Don't know yet. Bought it with the intention to buy it and sell it. If nobody picks it up soon, it may hang out for a while. It's a fun bike to ride. I don't hate it, not by any means. And we'd love to spend some more time and put even more miles on it, because yeah, have you noticed it's already got 51,000 miles on it. She's no spring chicken, but yeah, seems to be pretty dialed into me. So anyway, y'all be cool. We'll talk to you later. See you next time. Bye.